Game Chapter 1. Grateful for the Game Chapter 2 just dropped like on the 14th. So like just ride the motherfuckers back to back. That Chapter 2 crazy. You ain't gotta skip. But look, we got Hey It's White Girl back on her. I ain't even see request to jump on, but hey, it is what it is. You heard. How you feeling?
Blessed. I got a question for you. Well, for the room, really. I got a question for
What,
everybody.
what's up with it?
Do, do you feel that this internet stuff, the social media, Instagram, and the internet, has affected the game in a positive way
Or a negative way?
or a negative way? Yeah, positively or negatively with the internet popping up, like this internet
Man,
era
that era.
of the
First off,
game.
let me shout out. I don't want to be rude. Shout out Chocolate Cocaine. You know I got love for you. Shout out Mixed Mommy. You know I got love for you. Expensive Attention. You know I got love for you. East 49. You know I got love for you. Yes, I did drop new music on the 14th. Grateful for the Game Chapter 2. Hardest shit out. Now, to get back to your question. Yeah, it's a yes and a no. But I'm gonna be real with you. I'm probably one of the few that's gonna say it did more good than it did bad. And a lot of people gonna disagree with me on it, but I'm gonna just keep it a book with you why. And I'll break down exactly why. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a dinosaur in the game, even though I look like a young nigga. This is facts, okay? So I done seen this shit every way it could possibly be seen, even though, you know what I'm saying, the average motherfucker who probably was around 10, 15 years ago, they probably gonna tell you, man, this shit did fucked up so much of this and fucked up so much of that. But if you do know how to adapt, guess what you got now that you didn't have 10, 15 years ago? A bitch can go from breaking on 5, 10 people a day to breaking on 5, 10,000 people a day. And you couldn't do that 10 years ago. So what hurts a lot of niggas is they haven't adapted to learn enough to understand it and take what's the word I want? Just take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying? So when it come to anything in life, it's hard for people to adapt to the next era of shit. But I was just saying, every era of anything is gonna change. I was just saying a second ago, I said if you go in a Burger King right now, go in that same Burger King 5 years ago. Not go back 10 years ago. It was every 5 years, I guarantee you something about it changed. Now we got Wi-Fi. Now we got flat screens. You go back 5 years
That's
ago,
like
guess what on the menu?
McDonald's nowadays. Everything changed at McDonald's. Now you go in, you can order from this kiosk instead of talking to the person.
Bam. So why would the game be any different? You see what I'm saying? Everything gonna get faster and swifter and slicker. That's the fucking world. Technology is always gonna push everything forward. But the problem is every man from every era doesn't have the skill to adapt to it. So of
That
course
part.
you could be like, okay, it's fucked up because now bitches can get on social media and get distracted and this can okay. It's a lot of shit that's wrong with it. I get it. But guess what? If you mash it hard enough, the shit that it used to take 10 bitches to do, you might could do with one now. Just on the strength of if you know how to market her to the world the right way, she's $1 million bitch. You see what I'm saying? And that's without her going and doing a bunch of freaky ass shit to a bunch of. She might sit in the motherfucking house all day with this motherfucking ring light in front of her and still figure out how to break for 200,000, 300,000 a year or $500,000 a year. It's possible now, and that was not possible like that 10 years ago.
I
Bitches
think
taking as many,
COVID
huh?
during that during the pandemic is when this internet era of the game I think popped off.
I ain't gonna say it popped off then. I'm gonna say it went to another level then.
Or
Cause
became mainstream. Like more people wanted to get on the OnlyFans.
right,
More people. It became more modern and more mainstream.
right.
I feel like.
Cause everybody had more time to sit in the house and fixate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the girls, but the customers as well. It opened up a whole new set of customers.
Because of COVID, the tracks is closed. You don't want to get close to nobody and get the coronavirus, So they hop to the internet.
Out to the internet. And like I said, if you a smart motherfucker, you start saying, okay, well, let me stop acting like I can only do something one way and adapt. I'm sitting at home. If you're a real hustler, you gonna learn how to adapt. And for me, you see this shit tatted on the front of my neck. Before I even got in the game, I always was a hustler. I always was a motherfucker who like how I can turn one into two and two into four and five into six. So if you naturally a hustler, then you gonna say, okay, well, I can't skin the cat this way. I'm gonna find another way to skin the motherfucking cat. And that's when you saw some people during the pandemic, and you was like, this motherfucker still figuring out a way to make shit happen. And this other motherfucker stressed the fuck out, don't know what the fuck to do. Well, that's because they only know how to do it one or two ways.
That's like me. I'm a blade bitch. I came from a blade mentality. You feel me? Like I feel like a lot of things like that, I don't know, messed up the blade in a way, being outside. Like
Yeah,
when people be like, "Oh, I'm outside," that's not the definition I'm thinking of being outside.
I get what you saying. Yeah, it messed it up to an extent, but at the same time, it ain't gonna never die because that shit been going on. What you think they was doing in the 70s? That ain't nothing new. You think when the 80s and 90s came, motherfuckers from the 70s went like this shit fucked up. They got cell phones and da 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 da. Motherfuckers used to have to meet at the pool hall and call each other on payphone. Each era, it was always a set of changes. There was like, it's just time goes on and people adapt. So it ain't, that's why I be trying to tell a motherfucker, think about if you was around long enough. Motherfucker can remember when Craigslist first shut down.
Hey,
Everybody thought it
yeah,
was
Craigslist, Backpage. Hello.
everybody thought it was the end of the world. Oh my god, how are we gonna da 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 da? Did life end? Did it stop? Did people stop making money doing calls and catching? No, it be the beginning of something new. So that's all I'm saying is, yeah, shit's always gonna suck. Shit ain't gonna always be sweet, no matter what way you do whatever the fuck you do. Talk to Jeff Bezos and ask him how Amazon was 10 years ago. Ask him what it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, he was selling motherfucking books on the motherfucker. Now he's selling all kinds of shit to your doorstep and he can get there in 24 hours. Why? Adapting. Oh, this shit didn't work? All right, bet. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it that way. And so yeah, shit gonna get harder, but it's just gonna bring out, who's slick enough to prevail.
Another thing in my experience personally, between the blade and like posting ads and being on the blade. Personally, I feel like the ads situation and communicating through technology that way, there is a waste of time factor because some people just gonna play with your time, you know what I mean, and not be for real about spending the money, right? Making money, spending money,
Mhm.
versus being on the blade. People already know what they're looking for. It's straight to the cut and dry, cut dry, straight to the point. They know what they're looking for. They know why they out there prowling, it's very straight to the point versus people don't necessarily play with your time
I see that.
necessarily. Like, yes, there are still occasions, yeah, but I feel like that happens more by posting ads and communicating that way, in my experience.
I can see that. But again, I say this. For each female, everybody gonna have a strength. So I'm not knocking you because that's probably your strength. You did? Just like if you talk to another female, she might tell you, well, my strength is the strip club. She might be a cold motherfucker at selling VIPs. Y'all talking the same language, but talking two different languages. Meaning because for you, in your head, it's easier for you to step outside and say, I'm going to run into these three motherfuckers and accumulate 600-700 between these three motherfuckers. And to her, she might feel like, well, that's too much work. I don't like being outside. I don't even really like hardly woo woo wooing. I can run my mouth and get him in this VIP champagne room for 700-800. Don't mean y'all ain't both breaking the motherfucker. And in your head, what you do is easier. In her head, what she do is easier. You see what I'm saying? So I
Yep.
can't knock it. It's just your strength. You feel me? But one thing I can tell you is you have to evaluate your strength and say, well, if I can't find other strengths, maybe my strength is becoming a weakness. You see what I'm saying?
I hear
And
you.
I'm telling you, that's just like right now. If a motherfucker came to me and said, well, two, you know how to blase, but when you go to this city, you can't blase. You might have to try this. If I can't adapt and do that, that mean I ain't gonna eat when I get to this city, right? So that mean now it's become a weakness in my game. Even though it ain't, me technically trying to make it one or not, but it don't change. It is what it is. So it's on me to say, okay, if that's what they doing and how they doing it, what is it that's stopping me from being just as capable of doing it that way too? Not saying I always got to do it that way, but just saying, hey man, I need to find a way to if this shit ain't working, this shit working. If that shit ain't working, that shit working. You ever ask yourself why you go to a gas station sell you more than just gas?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Think about it. Because if
Mm-hmm.
all it did was depend on selling you one thing, then that means for them 30 days, they have to depend on, well, this motherfucker driving up the street, we just got a bank on, we the only motherfucker they see close to them to stop and get gas at. No, they know, because even if you don't want to stop and get gas, you might get some chips, you might get a drink, you might need a charger. You know what I'm saying? So, some way, one way or the other, I got something that you want. And that's the way the game is now. Hey man, your game might not be in this area today, it might be in that area today. But you gotta be really and willing to accept being open to having your game be able to work in several different ways if you want to be successful with it. You feel me?
Facts.
Especially for longevity. And that's what I wanted to say too. Cause the streets is the streets and they gonna always be there. But when it comes to longevity, you feel me? I done seen a lot of motherfuckers go up and down through there because they only depended on the streets. You feel me? And it's gonna come a time in your life where you get a certain age and you like, you know what? I don't want to take that chance and hop in that car, go to their room, and blah 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 blah. I want to do this shit a smoother, safer, more secure way because now I got kids, and now I can't risk going to jail, and now I can't risk this happening, and I can't risk getting kidnapped. So I'm just saying, a motherfucker got to constantly open their mind up to not doing that harder, but doing shit smarter. You feel me?
That part.
That's for longevity. Cause let's be for real. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers you get 30 something, you get 40 something. It don't hurt if you still want to get some money a certain kind of way. But by that time, you want to be like, man, I'm definitely getting this shit way easier than I was, 10, 15 years ago. Like this shit falling in my lap a different kind of way.
It's different now.
Somebody said, is wine my favorite alcohol? Yes. I am not a hard alcohol drinker any longer. In my 20s, I was much more of a Hennessy kind of guy. I was much more of I still drink Crown Royal sometimes. Uh, you know, I take a shot of tequila here and there, but I try to stick to like wine, champagne, shit that's easy on me because I like to stay sharp, and now that hard liquor put me to sleep and had me not wanting to wake up early and handle my business. And so, I feel like if you a man of business, you can't be getting too fucked up to where you ain't on your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna hop off here.
Love,
You have a good night and
man.
stay blessed, everybody.
Have a fantastic night. We appreciate you tapping in right quick though. Okay, we the all get salt pepper still going hard. Got you. Salute, salute. That Barber Benz, what's up with it, man? Peace and blessings. Let me see. Peace and blessings. 2 Day J, what's up with it? Uh, the Real Blue Strips, what's up with it? Peace and blessings. Still Life 314, AOB Frenches, what's up with it? Peasy P, what's up with it? The Chocolate Cocaine, man, where you been? Where you been with it, man? Hold on. We need to get you back on this motherfucker. You ain't been on here and I don't know when. And you welcome to tap in, man. If you can. If you can't, do your thing. But if you can, you can. You know what I mean? We've been answering some good questions, man. That Barber Benz, man. Much love, man. Jason, the motherfucking comedian, man. Much love. Big Chopper on helicopter. What up with it, man? Much love, peace and blessings to you and yours, man. If you got a question, drop your question at the bottom of the motherfucking screen. Drop your question at the bottom of the motherfucking screen if you got a question. Jason, the motherfucking comedian, man. Everything's good. I'm just on here doing a little Q&A. And you know where I'm answering questions and shit. So if you got a question, drop your question at the bottom of the screen. But I think we about to bring on Miss Chocolate Cocaine. Hold on with it, man. Hold on, man. I tried to accept this motherfucking invite. It say you unable to join. I tried to click the invite. Hold on. I tried to click the invite. It say you unable to join. Lojo, my bad, man. I ain't even see you on this motherfucker. Peace and blessings to you, champ. I'm going to try to put this motherfucker on YouTube. I might. I usually just put the interviews on YouTube, though. I ain't gonna lie. If you want me to put these junks on there, I try to start putting these junks on her. But you know what I'm saying? The solo joints, I ain't even know if y'all want them or not. Like the just me answering question joints. But I probably can throw this motherfucker on there too. Um, you thinking everybody can be fixed is a lot of a nigga's Achilles heel. Ooh, hey, good motherfucking question. Do I think everybody can be? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, champ. That was probably my Achilles heel, like, cause I'm one of them niggas. Like, man, it's all good, peace and love. Look, man, I'm one of them niggas. Like, I be feeling like I can fix, you know, everybody and shit. So you know, I feel like it was some situations I held on to too long in my past. Cause I was like, oh, I fuck with her. I've been fucking with her for years. You know, that's my bitch. I'm rocking with her, good or bad, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, this motherfucker had been showed me they was too motherfucking toxic. They had been showed me they was throwed off. They had been showed me they was bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yeah, man. Come on, man. Expensive attention. Say that shit again. Say that shit again. It's a double-edged sword, man. And so, you know, a lot of people know an album from me I got called No More Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I'm saying? And that was my vibe at the time because it was like, man, I was so used to being the cool, which I'm still a very cool, smooth nigga, right? But like, you know, it come a time where you gotta ask yourself, fuck all that cool, smooth shit. Like, is this person genuinely good for me? Do this person genuinely mean well for me? And a lot of times the answer gonna be no. And once you figure that out, man, you gonna have to have enough discipline to cut people off, man, because you could try all the fuck you want. A motherfucker will really fuck over you because they know, man, this motherfucker got a good heart, dog. They be like, bro, this motherfucker got a good heart, bro. And they know because you got a good heart, they'll take fucking advantage of it, bro. I'm talking about for real. Man, I know it's a motherfucker situations. I'm sitting back like, damn. I ain't even winning fucking with this motherfucker right now. I'm drowning like a motherfucker fucking with this bitch. I'm trying to keep it solid though. What the fuck they give me? Not to the next bitch. I swear to you that. Then boom, soon I cut the bitch off. Soon I cut the bitch off, what happened? Boom, 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 boom. Motherfucker coming out the woodwork trying to fuck with a nigga. And it was that bitch energy. That bitch was on bullshit. It was that bitch energy fucking with me, man. Fucking up my vibes. Fucking up the ability for other bitches to want to come be a part of my campaign. I got this punk ass bitch in my motherfucking radius. Now this punk ass bitch throwing me the fuck off. Mr. Breaker bitch, what's up with it, man? It's just some more wood. We sitting on here having church. Ain't nothing going on but some more wood. You know how this shit go when we going. Ain't nothing but some more of this shit. Drinking wine and taking time. Drop a line if you want some of this shit, man. If you got a question, drop your question at the bottom of the screen, man. But nah, this real shit, man. You gotta know. Exactly. You gotta stand firm on boundaries. Man, come on, man. That's a motherfucking fact. Let me give you some more wine, man. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me give me some more wine over here, man. Here we go. Let me get this wine. Let me get this wine. Hold on. Hold on. We gonna get it cracking. We gonna get it cracking, man. We gonna get back to what you did with us, man. Yeah, man. Hold on, man. Let me get back to this shit, man. Yeah. Top of it, man. You already know what's going on. Snowcat 25 890. What's up with it, man? Hey, man, I've been trying to tell Snowcat to get on this motherfucking live. How long? Snowcat won't never get on live and keep that shit with me, man. I don't know what she's scared of me or what, man. Go on, get online and let these folks hear your story, man. Y'all want to see Snowcat on this motherfucker? Say something, man. Say, Snowcat. The streets need you. 870, the infamous 16. What's up, young pimpin', man? How you feeling, man? Peace and love to you. K Wilson, what's up with it? Peace and love to you. Expensive attention says standing firm on boundaries does not mean if she pays, she get to stay just to play. All money ain't good money. Let her take the money and send that bad energy on somewhere you said a whole lot without even having to say a whole lot. You dig what I'm saying? And he just said a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? Just cause a motherfucker, give you some. Don't mean they worthy of being in your space. Don't mean that they worthy of being in your presence. I see a lot of motherfuckers let a lot of shit slide just based on money. And yeah, all money ain't good money because it shows sometimes that I took some money that I wish I had. So sometimes that I was like, God damn, I thought this shit was gonna be better than this whole time. It's like I put myself back in debt fucking with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to tell a nigga the same thing he just said, man. I can concur, man. You know, it, 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 it ain't nothing wrong with getting yourself some money, but man, always keep yourself in a position to be top side, man. Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, that shit'll come back to bite you in the motherfucking ass, man. A lot of shit'll come back to bite you in the motherfucking ass. You be sitting here thinking, them little few thousand was worth it, you know what I'm saying? If you don't keep a motherfucker a little bit of distance on your motherfucking ass, man, it's gonna be a problem, man. You gotta keep some distance between you and motherfuckers, man. Cause motherfuckers will do some weird ass shit, man, and put you in a cross, man, and you didn't put yourself in the cross because you just want to get some money, man. And yeah, man, you got to get some money, man, but you got to avoid the cross. Sade Nash, what's up with it, man? King up one, what's up with it, man? You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. If you got another question, drop your question at the bottom of the motherfucking screen. You know how we do this motherfucking thing, man. You know how we do this thing. Snowcat, jump on this motherfucker. Y'all say Snowcat, jump on this motherfucker. Tabby, what's up with it, man? Peace and blessings. If I missed your question, put your question at the bottom of the screen. If you got a question, drop your question at the bottom of the screen. Man, ain't no way in hell. Hell, motherfucker. First of all, I'm not finna have no motherfucking homie this gay. So, nah, that ain't happening. And to any nigga that would think that it's acceptable to send a boy out the door to get this some money just because it's some money, hell to the motherfucking no. No, bro. At no point is that cool, man. I am from Memphis, Tennessee. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way in hell. What's your thoughts on the NFL player and the chick? Oh, you talking about the NFL player that ran out the room on the bitch? Oh shit, nigga, motherfucker, she should have got the fucking money first. Ain't no other mother. Ain't what other way can I look at that shit? She should have gotten the money first, man. It ain't no way that you ever put yourself in a position where, come on, what's up, expensive attention, man? Come on, man. I'm just telling it like it is, man. It ain't no way you ever put yourself in no motherfucking position where you done gave a motherfucker what you done gave a motherfucker your bodily situation, and then you give him your bodily situation and I ain't gave you no cash. Huh? How you do that? Where you do that? Come on, man. Green as a motherfucker. Green as the grass in the front yard, man. Green as this money right here behind me, man. Green in the motherfucker, man. Where they do that at, man? Where do they do that at, man? You know what I'm saying? You fucking with, see, that be the problem when a motherfucker ain't got no gain. They done left everything up to him because they feel like the motherfucker got some money, and then they sit there and they get played with, and then they wonder why. It's because you didn't go by no motherfucking rules, man. It wasn't no motherfucking rules to what that bitch was doing. That bitch was on some freaky, I'm finna get some money, halfway horny, I trust you, I still lust you ass shit. Whereas if she was on business, that shit wouldn't have happened. Cause off the motherfucking muscle would have be like, it's gonna be this for this, and I need this right now before I even step in the motherfucking door. Or if you want to give it to me soon as I walk through the door, that's perfectly fine too. But for sure, before you put your motherfucking hands on me, yeah, man, this is already gonna be put up. Matter of fact, if it's too motherfucking big, you can go ahead and deposit that. You know what I'm saying? If it's too big to hand off, if I don't need to be walking around with it, cause this is an NFL nigga now. If it's too big to walk around with, yeah, just go deposit this shit. But now, what the bitch do? Huh? Huh? What the bitch do? What the bitch do? Y'all know what the bitch did, man. Yeah, she waited on it. Now she gonna keep waiting on it. Huh? Now she gonna keep waiting on it. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know where they do that at though. That shit was extra, extra weird. But hey, man, who am I? Yeah, man, bitch wanted to get extra sneaky and freaky. You know what I'm saying? She got her athlete. She trying to get smashed on, jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Hit off the top rope. That what she was worried about, man. Knock my socks off. She was trying to get her socks knocked off by the athlete, man. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even thinking about. She wasn't even really thinking about the money like that. Clearly. Yeah, man. Now she gonna clout chase. Now she gonna clout chase. That's all that's gonna happen. Now she gonna try to find another way to take advantage of the bullshit fame that came from the bullshit. She gonna try to hurry up and get 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, say that again, man. It don't matter if they famous or nothing, man. A trick is a motherfucking trick. That is a fact. That is a fact. What's my thoughts on jail relationships? Um, man, my pops was in a lot of jail relationships, man. Yeah, man, she's trying to recruit, man. She's you dig. Man, I feel like they can work. But I hope for the nigga in jail sake he topside. I hope the nigga in jail always topside. Cause if you ain't topside, in a jail relationship, a bitch gonna play with you. So like if you a nigga, it's different types of jail relationship. Like if you a nigga that's in jail that left and you was up when you was out and now you in jail and you hoping your bitch keep it real with you, man, you probably gonna have a hard time, man, cause shit gonna change over time with that bitch. You a nigga in jail, you just gotta accept the fact, man, this hoe on the outside, she gonna be doing what she be doing. Hopefully she don't fuck off none of the paper I left behind or whatever. Or she hold her house down or the kids down. And I just ain't gonna ask a bunch of questions when I get out. Cause I already know she probably fucking on some nigga. That's something that you gotta be real enough to accept. You know what I'm saying? If you in one of them type of situations. Now, if you a nigga that caught him a bitch while he was in jail, that's totally different. Cause it's like the bitch like you while you in jail. Now you might got you a support system. So City Boys up one. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't that type of situation, then shit, you could be down like a motherfucker, man. Cause these bitches ain't coming loyal as they used to be. So you gotta play your cards right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play your cards right, man. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, your game in prison, man. I went through that before too, man. I remember a time, nigga, I had motherfucking bounty hunter had popped up and took this bitch to jail, man. And man, I had kept it solid with her for about shit. She might have did about 5, 6 months. They had extradited the bitch and some more shit. And man, I kept money on the bitch books. Bitch got out of jail, and I believe it was Dallas, man. And the bitch got out in a few weeks, man. The bitch had did some flaky shit and fuck with one of my partners. You know what I'm saying? Cold blooded, man. Cold motherfucking blooded. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what's some crazy stories, some shit that had happened. You know what I'm saying? I can believe it. Simone, what up with it? Adrian Search, What up with it, my guy? Peace and blessings, man. You know it ain't nothing but love. Courageous 452, Mr. Last 102, man. Salute, peace and blessings, man. You know it ain't nothing but some more of it, man. I'm just on this motherfucker engaging, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't get to engage as much. Uh, that was on the albums. What you asking was on the albums. And speaking of albums, for all those that don't know, go get them up, man. Salute to you, man. I hope you've been doing well, bro. You know it ain't nothing but love on my end, man. I'm cooling. I'm cooling. For those who aren't aware, I just dropped a new project. Grateful for the Game, Chapter 2. Chapter 1 already been out. So if you ain't heard it, go get Grateful for the Game Chapter 2, man. Hardest shit out, man. I'm telling you, man. My shit album of the year worthy. Like you bump my shit, you ain't gotta skip. Once you heard Chapter 2, if you ain't heard Chapter 1, you gonna wanna go back to Chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the shoes and feet when you're knocking a bitch out the truck. Ooh, I try to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a little too much detail for me to just be chopping up about on this motherfucking live. You know, some shit ain't to talk about on live. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I gotta leave some of that to the imagination, man, because, you know, we just talking about the past, having friendly conversations, but, you know, some shit I don't like to go too in detail about. So, man, if you want to chop it up more about certain shit, man, maybe you could hit me up for a consultation call. I do private one-on-one consultations where you can ask me, you know, other types of questions or get, you know, information that you feel like you may need, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about whatever. So for all those who want to talk to me one on one, book you a consultation, man. Hit my DM. It ain't gonna cost you nothing but what? Some money. The game for sale, right? Yeah, man, the game for sale, man. So if you really want that, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, book you a consultation, man, one on one, man, and we can chop this shit up for about 30 minutes for about that $100. And that $100, man, worth of game, you're gonna get in those 30 minutes, man. It's gonna be worth a whole lot more than $100. You know what I'm saying? First, man, hey, man, M Town, Memphis 10 to the end since the beginning. You know what I mean? Hey, man, when I see that Memphis, man, you know I'm always ripping. I am Dust the Barber. What's up with it? Um, Harriet Tillman. I hope I said the name right. If I fucked your name up, I apologize. My bad. Who got another question, man? I'm probably finna get up off her in a second, but I just wanted to continue to answer a few questions while I was on her and I had time. I'm probably finna go live on my other page, which is Game for Sale Entertainment. You dig what I'm saying? But if anybody else got a question before I get up off her, drop your question at the bottom of the screen. If not, I'm finna go live on Game for Sale ENT. You dig? What's my feature price? If a motherfucker lock the feature in before the next 30 days, I do it for 500. If you want a feature and you gon' set it up in the next 30 days, I do it for 500. But pretty sure in the next 30 days, you know, I'm going back up. Price is going up. You know what I'm saying? I can't 30 days from now, don't expect the same number. I'm just telling you right now, if you gonna lock some shit in, I'll do it for 500, and it's gonna be hard. And I promote it on the Game for Sale page. You know what I'm saying? I tell people go fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, lot of niggas will do a feature for you, but a lot of niggas, you know how niggas do. They'll jump on the song, won't even post the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, bro. Yeah, you on it, but you need a nigga promotion because a lot of people may not know you yet. So you need a nigga to be like, hey man, go check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Because my following, you know, I got a nice following. I say that. If a chick left you when you was locked up and pop up right before you get out, how would you handle her? Accordingly. Yeah, man, I'm gonna fuck with her accordingly. Cause it depend on the situation. You might need her right then. Cause by you just coming home, you might not have your shit together, you might not have your paper right, you might not have everything in order, so you may need her to hold you down. But that don't mean you don't remember, that don't mean you take notes, that don't mean you don't play her a certain way. You gotta play her accordingly. So she might it's like you might get out and she might do some solid shit. And if she do some solid shit, you might have to put your pride to the side for a minute and just look at right now. This the best thing that I can deal with because man, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, I gotta do what I gotta do for the moment. But you know what I'm saying? That don't mean 3 months from now, 6 months from now, when you get your shit together, you can't make a motherfucker. When you know a motherfucker ain't loyal, when you know a motherfucker ain't solid, you know you gotta insulate yourself. And isolate yourself mean, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I took notes of what you own. I took notes of what you up to. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way you popped up on me and trying to utilize me now that it's convenient for you. I'm gonna utilize you for when you convenient for me. It go both ways. You dig? What do I think about Kendrick Lamar? Is not like us. I think it's a certified hit. I think it was a smash. I think it was a chess move. I think he came with a flawless record. In my opinion, before he dropped that record, I felt like Drake was winning, not by a lot, but I felt like Drake was winning. I like the Family Matter song. I did like Euphoria. I did like Meet the Grams, but I still had Drake winning by, a few notches. And then when Not Like Us dropped, I was like, oh, okay, he got this shit, and he switched it up. He shocked me. Then when I noticed, not only was that the record he dropped, but I noticed like, hold up, the internet reacting to this shit going crazy. Like people is going ape shit behind this motherfucker. Like the memes, the just all the quotes and shit. I was like, oh, he got him one. Like he literally caught him one. And you can't overlook what the people fuck with. You know what I'm saying? The people genuinely love that record. He caught when you catch a hit record out of a beef, man, come on, man. You catch a hit record out of motherfucking beef, man. Yeah, it's done. It's cutthroat. Um, man, come on. Real Ray C. Say I played sacrifice for my girl. I ain't have to play nothing else. She understood what it's all about. Facts, man. Because uh she it's just like, man, this song was a song I made so everybody could totally understand when you catch the vibe, you understand and have a feel for what it's gonna take for you to win. And so I think that record is the perfect record to play in front of a female, you know what I'm saying? Because she listened to it, she like, oh, I get it. Like you trying to put me in that space so I understand what it's gonna take for us to elevate, and that's what sacrifice is about. Where can you find Lunch? Lunch was on that Piff, that's from that throwback era. So what I'm gonna probably wind up doing, I got a lot of old music that ain't available that people be still on the bump. And I'ma just start re-releasing a lot of it. So to 1-8-ATLMX, I'm gonna re-release that Lunch. I'm happy you put that back on my brain. I'ma re-release that so that you could so that you and a lot of other people can bump that. I got a lot of throwback music that people used to vibe to that probably, what I'm saying, wanna find, just like Lunch, Breakfast. And I'm gonna make sure I make it available, man, for sure, man. I appreciate you. RMFENT, I appreciate you for buying that badge. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to buy a badge, man. If you like the live, buy a badge. Baby 365, what's up with it? Brandy Lexine, what's up with it? Prime, the gutter, what's up with it? Teeny 617, what's up with it? Yeah, she for the streets. Okay, always speaking facts. C Mike Era said, let's do a joint tape. If you want to do a joint tape, you gotta have some joint money. You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't rap for free. You know what I'm saying? The game for sale. So if you want to do it, man, I'm open to it. If the money right, you know what I'm saying? Nothing move without the motherfucking paper. Uh, uh, do renegades really fuck up the game, or should folks just let them live happily ever after and act like they don't exist? Yeah, you gotta do that anyway. What you gonna do? Walk around mad all day and cuss and fuss and fight about them? That shit ain't nothing new. Bitches been that way for 100 years, man. It's always been motherfuckers who down for it and motherfuckers who ain't with it. So you know what I'm saying? The shit about it is just making your game so tight to work. It don't matter who ain't with it. You know, you got your selection of people who always with you. And that's all that matter, man. Fuck what the rest doing. It's about what the best doing. You feel me? Um, what's my hardest song? Sheesh, that's tough. I don't, man. It's hard for me to say what's my hardest song, but if I had to tell you what's one of my all-time favorites, I would probably say, I got this song called Arguments. It's really dope. Got a dope video to it. Check that out. Real dope song. But I got so many, man. From Arguments, Married to the Game, the man Talk to Me. I got record after record after record. I got so many motherfucking songs. Chef 817, I appreciate you buying a badge, man. You know what I'm saying? At the one Lorray. What's up with it? Peace and blessings. The one Lorray, hey, look, dig this. We would love for you to get on here and talk your shit. So you got to invite whenever you want to get on here and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to check you out, homie. If I fuck with it, I'm gonna post it, and I don't charge. My people fuck with person don't charge them nothing. Yeah, man. If you fuck with it, post it, man. It's all love. I appreciate it, man. You know, I appreciate anybody who tapping in and sharing this shit, man. You know, it's all love, man. Peace and blessings. Yeah, the one Lorraine, man. Peace and blessings. If you got a question, drop your question at the bottom of the screen. I just feel like getting on here for a second and showing love to the people that show love to me. Chef 817, I appreciate you dropping another badge. One after OH, what's up with it? But y'all been asking some phenomenal questions. Isha Wood 44, what's up with it? What's the next question? Who got the next question, man? Let me know something. What you want to know? As long as it ain't no crazy shit. Hey, motherfucker be asking me some off the wall shit sometimes. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, man, I got a few followers, man. I got, you know. I've been doing this thing for quite some time, man. Um, Haley me, what's up with it? Zero Thompson Loner, what's up with it? Peace and blessings. How you feeling? It ain't nothing but love. How you feeling? How do you strengthen and master your keep hand? That's a good question. Um, I think by taking the time to build, you know, when you take the time to build with a female, you know what I'm saying? And I think that people, you know, sometimes they rush the process. A lot of people rush the process, man. And you know, when people rush the process, you don't give yourself time to build and get a person used to you and to work with them. And that's how you lock a motherfucker in, because over time, that person remember, well, we went through this to get her, we went through that to get her, we went through that to get her. I'd be a fool to motherfucking leave now. What's up with the Premier International 16? Salute, peace, and blessings. Yeah, you can't rush the process. So when you saying something about keeping a motherfucker, that's what it really boiled down to. Like, understand the process and living in it. Cause for a female that you put on to some and y'all go through some shit together, man, she gonna always remember, you know, the build up, the success that y'all acquired together, man. And a lot of times it's gonna make a motherfucker want to stick around for it. But I think the chase for self improvement is what makes it easier for a motherfucker to stick around, because it's like they see you pushing them and they see you pushing yourself. And I think, you know, if a motherfucker really like you and dig you, you know, helping you win and go through that process, you know, it's something that moves them. It's something that drives them. It's something that pushes them. For sure. So Chef 817, man, yeah, man. Come on, man. You know Joshy, that's my dog. That's my motherfucking dog, man. Uh yeah, come up with his facts. Yeah, man. I've been doing this years and years and years and years. Like, man, we talking like couple decades with this shit. A lot of times people see me and they just be looking at me like, oh, this nigga, you look young. And it just be like, yeah, I look like a young nigga still. Just because, I take care of myself. But in all actuality, you know what I'm saying? I've been around long a second. But unfortunately, I gotta get up off this motherfucker, and I'm gonna get on the game for sale joint in a second. So you did. If you want to get back on the live with me, go to my game for sale page.